What's going on, YouTube? It's Colton from the Chalkboard, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful night, evening, morning, whenever you're watching the video. And thanks for clicking in. We're gonna be talking about something pretty deep today, love. But before we get into that, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Only like 27% of my viewers actually are subscribed. I'd really love for you guys, if you haven't yet, to hit that little red button down there, hit the bell next to it, stay notified to all my videos. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. I have a video that's blowing up. We're almost at 1,500 views on it, and I'm really glad that people are liking that content and liking the deep conversations that we can get into, and the community we can build up about just mental health and self-help and believing in yourself, believing in who you want to be. And we're going to get on all of that today. And in the future as well. Beers and Bros will be coming back. We are getting some dates scheduled up. People's jobs and stuff change, and but we're going to work around that. And we have a couple days where the Jeff and Jerem are off, so we're going to get a couple Beers and Bros filmed for you guys. We do have a lot of people that do enjoy those, and we appreciate you guys as well. We love all the support and everything. If you haven't yet, go check out the Twitch. It's at the Chalkboard TV. You catch me live streaming pretty much every day. I took a break today. I did a little bit of a live stream and just me chilling around the house today, just kind of a IRL live stream. Other than that, there'll be live streaming Warzone and shit like that with the boys. Make sure you go check out Jeff and Jerem. They be live streaming as well too. Jerem219 and the amazing Jeffrey. But let's get right into it, man. We're gonna be talking about who you marry. Basically, who I marry. So the first time I ever thought about it, me and I got engaged to Riley. She's the love of my life. I love her. We went to a comedy show, and we went and seen Big J Okerson, and he ate it up, man. He's like, man, you guys are getting married already, goddamn, yada yada. Even though we've been together going on 6 years now, feels like forever. The reason I never thought I would get married at such a younger age, in the younger 20s. Reason I picked Riley is because I listened to a talker once, and he talked about marriage, and he talked about the importance of who you marry, because you can love somebody, but you can not like them at the same time. I hear people say, well, I love him, or I love her, and it's like, I get it, you love them, but do you really like them? Because you can love somebody and you can hate their guts. And is that somebody who's going to put wind in your sails? Who's going to drive you as a person and push you to the potential of who you can be? Or are they somebody that's going to just, hold you back, kind of? And that's something you don't want in life. We talked about that even with, like, friendships. It's not you are who you are. You are who you are around. And if you have all your friends who are doing what you don't want to do, they're chilling, they're not striving, they're not achieving to the next goal in life, then that's what you're going to probably end up doing. Because it's hard for you to strive and push when everyone around you is not doing it. They're chilling, they're trying to hold you, you don't want an anchor, okay? Well, who are you around more than anybody, especially when you get married? Your wife. And that's the importance, or your husband. That's the importance of making sure the person that you love, the person that you choose to spend the rest of your life with, you don't just love. You like every quality about them, from their flaws to their amazing traits. The putting the wind in the sails, If you wanted to go to school when you were 30, would she tell you to go? Or would she say, no, keep the job that you have and don't? She tell you to strive? Or would she not? Or would he? You know what I mean? Because that's the thing about it. Your lifelong partner is somebody that you always have to trust, that you're always going to be around. You always tell everything to. You guys are going to know everything about each other, right? And if the one person knows that you aren't happy and you want to shoot for more, and if they truly, truly do love you, and they are the person for you, they would help you reach that goal. And that's why I love Riley. Because no matter what, if I told her a year ago, it was actually a little over a year ago, little in like 2-3 months now, I said, hey, babe, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to start videography and do weddings and do this and, you know, and strive to be one day self-employed, owning my own little production company almost. That's my biggest goal in life, right? She didn't look at me and say, okay, well, work your 9 to 5 and do what you have to do, you know, but make sure you're doing your main thing. You know, she didn't think it was a hobby. She took it serious. She knew what I wanted to do. And through the couple months that I've got to strive towards that, she's been nothing but encouraged me. Even when I'm down. Well, it's okay, babe. Just pick the camera up. Just make a video. Just get something out. Oh, I shoot a whole hour, 2-hour video. I spend half my night doing it, and then I go out and I don't think it's good. I don't know if people are gonna like it. I don't know if this is right for me, you know. And she's the one that kicks me in the ass and tells me, yeah, it is. It's great. And the reason it's great is because you did it. And that's the type of love that you can't throw away. You know, it's like finding. Here's the thing. They always say opposites attract, and they do. They do. But there's another portion of that they never tell you, which is opposites attract, but they don't ever last. You don't want to be with someone who's completely different from you for the rest of your life, because you guys are just going to butt heads. You guys are just going to have different opinions and different thoughts. You're never going to agree. It sounds terrible. But when you find someone that shares the thought train and the emotions and the feelings that you do, no matter what age it is, it's like finding another half of you. And that's something that you don't ever want to let go. Through the thick, through the thin. So one thing I know I love about Riley is her flaws. Because they're my flaws. Me and Riley do the same things. And we do the same things. We procrastinate. We overthink. You know? And we get into our feelings a lot to where we feel like people don't like us, or we don't have friends, or yada, yada, yada. And that's battles that we battle ourselves, just like everyone battles their own demons almost, right? But we share that battle. And in doing so, we make each other stronger, because she can tell me that, and I can understand, and I could hug her and make her feel better. But if I was an opposite of her, you know, I didn't feel that way. I felt like everybody loved me all the time. I wouldn't know where she's coming from. It's the same thing with me. I go to Riley. I tell her, you know, this and that. She understands where I'm coming from. It's more of a security. It's nice knowing. And that's why I will marry Riley, and that she is the love of my life. You know. And the other thing I want to touch on, other than that, because that's very important. You know, if you're looking for someone to spend the rest of your life with, which we all are, because human beings are not meant to be alone, and that's proven. People go insane when they're alone. Everybody's looking for their love, right? It's giving it your 100%. No matter if you fail, you achieve it, or nothing happens. If you don't give it 100%, you're going to be sitting there in the middle of the night, awake. Because that's what keeps us awake at night, wondering, did I give it my all? Even if they called you and said, Colton, you didn't get the job. Did I give it my all? That's a question that you don't want to have to ask yourself. Because then you're going to be up all night. You know, oh, did I do this right? You're gonna pick it down, and you're gonna lay it out on a table, and you're gonna pick at every little step, every little minute of that thing, of whatever you were doing. Did I give it my all? Did I give it everything I could? And if that answer is yes, then maybe you weren't right for them. Or maybe they weren't right for you. You know what I mean? Some things, good things come after bad. It's always how I felt. You know, where they always say, there's no place to go when you hit rock bottom but up, right? That's what I mean. Sometimes a good job, you're thinking this is, or let's say in my case, right? I'm getting I leave, I'm like, man, this is a good job, in my opinion, dude, I thought I did great, and then they call me and they go, oh, no, Colton, you didn't get it. You know, and it like crushes your spirit, right? You always just got to remember that probably happened for a reason, because there's always something better around the corner. And there was for me, you know? And that's just, it just goes to show, you could be on the floor. You could be so rock bottom. And it's going to happen to all of us. You know, everybody's going to hit that point in their life where they're like, fuck. What's next? Am I doing everything right? I hate my fucking 9 to 5. This isn't what I wanted to do with my life. I'm 28 years old. I'm not where I wanted to be. I'm still where I grew up. I didn't travel here. I didn't go here. I didn't do this. Everybody's going to have that portion in life. Everybody's going to hit it. No one's life's 100% perfect. For me, I feel like I need it. I don't think I'd like a life where I didn't have to worry about anything. My bills, my house, my fiance, my dogs. I like that. The mental challenges, the physical challenges. It's what makes you who you are growing up. It builds character. It's what I would call old man wisdom. When you get 60 and some kid's talking to you and you hit him with some life quote and he doesn't understand, but you know one day he will. One day he'll think back and be like, damn, the guy was right. Life's moving at a blink of an eye and I'm nowhere near where I thought I was going to be. But you can change that by giving everything you got and doing what you want to do. Because that's what you got to do. Don't listen to... It's what I hate about schooling nowadays. It's all you're getting trained to go and work for a corporate society and never be top dog, and it's like fighting arenas to get positions up and get higher wages, and you're always wondering if you're going to get fired, and you're working more and you spend more time at work than you do at home. You own a house and you're never there. Your kids, you come home at 5, 6 o'clock, they're going to school, they're already going to bed at 8, 9. You get 2, 3 hours with them a day, 5 days a week. Same with you. You got to work at fucking 5 in the morning. You're going to bed too. You spend more time asleep in your house than you do awake. That's not the life anybody wants. I don't care how much you like that corporate job or whatever that you're in love with, and give it 5, 10 years, you're going to sit there and go, God damn, what did I do? I've done nothing. I've taken a vacation a year, traveled for 5 days a year. Other than that, I've just worked for someone else, and I've made myself nothing. Barely scraping by. They say 65% of Americans don't even have $500 saved up in their savings accounts. 65% of Americans. But not everybody can achieve what they want. So make sure you're the one person that strives and pushes so hard that you are that one. That 1 out of 90 that does what they want to do. You go to your class reunion, they go, oh, Jake, what are you doing, Jake? I'm working at the mill. I'm a coal miner. I'm this, And then they're like, well, how about you? And you go, oh, well, you know, I told you this is what I was doing in school, and it took me a couple years, but I ended up getting there, and I started my own business. I started doing my own thing online. I have a resale shop. I do photography, whatever it is. I'm a streamer. I'm a YouTuber, whatever. You strive for it. You didn't just go to a job interview and then show up to work every day. You went to some bullshit job and then came home and worked for yourself as well. Probably, in some people's eyes, through 2, 3, 4, 5, even maybe 6 years away. Because you put so much time and effort into achieving your goal. But then once you get there, and you get to drop that 9 to 5 because you're making your own work schedule. You're working 40 hours for yourself. You bought your own business now. You did this, you did that, you opened your own restaurant, whatever it is. The end goal is so much better than not even trying at all. And that's coming back to them, did you give it your all? Because even if you spend 5, 6 years doing it and you finally go, alright, I can't. I got kids, a family, I got to just focus on making my family happy and stable. Right? Do you want to look back and feel like you didn't give 100% that whole time? Or do you want to look back and go, I really gave it my all, and pass your knowledge on to your kids? Or try again? I'd rather fail and go, I tried 100%, than fail and say, I gave a little bit. I'm just saying. Failure is not a terrible thing. It's actually how you learn. You're not going to learn by always doing the right thing and never failing. Failing is the best way to carve a person into the person they are. Failure. Failure. Everybody's going to be a failure. Everyone's going to feel like a failure. And your fails are going to make you the person that you are. And that's the reason you're going to keep striving and keep going. And then you will achieve what you want to do in life. Whether small or big. Failure will be right there with you. Have a good night, guys.